Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Cutco Chronicles. I'm Stephanie Jennings, your host. I've been working for Cutco for about a year and a half now, and I'm the head assistant manager in our West Richmond office. So in this week's episode, we're going to be talking about the background of the company, disadvantages of common knives, and the features and benefits of using Cutco cutlery. Okay. So let's just get right into the background of the company. So since 1949, all Cutco knives have been made in our factory in Olean, New York. We sell over 200 million worth of Cutco annually, and we have over 19 million customers. You may have seen us on TV shows like Modern Marvels or Made in America. It's one of the only knives that you can buy once, use every day, and never have to replace. We're a proud producer of many K-bar knives used by both law enforcement and military agents. And we participate and donate to many national charities such as Feeding America and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now let's get into the disadvantages of common knives. So most households like to say that they have the world's most expensive set of knives. Now, your average knife set's designed to last right around 2 years, so most households tend to waste a ton of money replacing their cheap knives over and over. Now, you probably know this better than I do, but cheap knives have a lot of problems, and they also cost a lot of money over time. So your average junk knife costs right around $10, and let's say you have an average of 10 knives in your set, that's about $100 for your set. So if you're replacing that every 2 years for 40 years, that's 20 replacements, and therefore you'd be spending right around $2,000 on junk knives that are unsafe, unsanitary, and unenjoyable. Now when it comes to your common knives, there's two different types of handles. There's wooden handles that can be attractive when new, but they're extremely unsanitary. They absorb liquids, bacteria, germs, and retain odors, and they're actually banned in most restaurants due to sanitation concerns. Then you have your plastic handles, which are cheaply constructed so they'll melt, chip, crack, and break, and they're usually slippery when wet, which can be extremely dangerous considering you normally wash your hands before you go to cut something up. Most rivets have a partial tang with less steel, which makes them weak and unbalanced. Most rivets are made of brass, so they expand, contract, and loosen, creating unsanitary gaps. So that leads us to the two different types of steel. There's carbon steel, which is strong, but it rusts and corrodes, which is unattractive and unsanitary. Then there's stainless steel, which looks good, but it's a soft metal, so it won't stay sharp, and it's difficult to sharpen. Then we have our two different types of edges. So we have serrated edges, which just rip and tear your food, and they cannot be resharpened. And then we have straight edges that make a smooth cut, but they're difficult to sharpen, and they need to be sharpened constantly in order to remain effective. And a fun fact is your cutting surface is actually what dulls your knife. It's not the food that you're cutting. So when that knife comes in contact with the cutting board, that's actually what's dulling your knife. And a dull knife is actually more dangerous to use than a sharp one. There are 5 features that makes Cutco the world's finest set of cutlery. The first feature is the universal wedge lock handle, which fits any size hand, and it locks your hand right into place, increasing control and safety while reducing fatigue. So as y'all can see here, this is the knife handle. Locks your hand right into place. It's also the only knife handle ever endorsed by the American Arthritis Association. Now, the second features are thermoresin handle, which will never chip or crack. It's also the same material that the NFL uses to make their football helmets. Now, the third features are full tang construction. The 3 nickel silver rivets, they're flush with the handle that makes it strong and sanitary. Now, our fourth features are very high grade steel, 440A steel. It has high carbon for edge retention, and it's stainless for beauty, making it sanitary and sharp. The fifth feature is our most famous. It's our exclusive Stay Sharp Double D edge. So, unlike a serrated edge, Cutco's Double D edge has 3 straight edges that smoothly cut backward, forward, and straight down. So, as you guys can see there's the Double D edge. The points on the bottom protect the recessed edges from dulling on the cutting board, keeping each knife sharp for up to 10 years, and they can still be resharpened. Now, while most of Cutco's knives do have that Double D edge on them, we also have knives with straight edges for chopping, dicing, and precision cutting. Now onto the Forever Guarantee. The best thing about Cutco is the Forever Guarantee. Cutco is one of the only products that you can buy once, use every day, and never have to replace. The product is the proof of purchase, and that's why it can be passed down from generation to generation. So for forever performance, if anything ever goes wrong with your Cutco, just send it back to the factory and it will be fixed or replaced completely for free. You'll never have to pay to replace your knives. Now for sharpening, whenever your Cutco needs sharpening, just send it back to the factory and it'll be sharpened or replaced for free. All you have to pay for is the shipping. Now, if you or your spouse ever happen to damage your Cutco through unconventional use, you can get it replaced for half price. And we also have a 15-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So if for some reason you're unsatisfied for any reason at all, you have a full 15 days to get a refund, and that refund starts, or that 15-day period starts once you receive your product. Now you know all about the background of the company, the disadvantages of common knives, and the features, benefits, and forever guarantee of Cutco. Join us next week where we'll be talking about the Petite Chef, comparing it to other knives, and learning all about it. Thanks for watching the first episode of the Cutco Chronicles. See you next week.